Shalom Akim, your brother Ratazat Allah from GMS London camp. First and foremost, give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone, the true teachers of Yasha Allah, that's in the Hebrew for Israel, and blessings unto the hopeful elect, Wakaya Kodash, around the four winds waiting to be delivered in these last days, man. Just a quick upload, I just came across this in my subscriptions on my YouTube page. Regarding the World Cup that's going to take place over there in Russia in the next month, in the month of June, man, if I'm not mistaken. And there's already been a lot of threats and a lot of warnings of harassment in different countries and different teams, and that's like the perfect place. World Cup is a perfect place to start some World War type shit, man. Like they could just have all kinds of false flag attacks. They show you that in the movie Dark Knight with Christian Bale and the guy that played Bane. Bane actually went into a stadium and he blew up the whole stadium, man, or put a big sinkhole in the middle of the stadium, saying take control of your city, take control of your city, Gotham and all that, man, playing with them, man. And they didn't even know who was sitting on the bomb. Everyone's in the stadium and he said one of you is sitting on the damn detonator, man. So these devils, they put these things in the movies for a reason, because they could actually do these things in real life. And because it's a World Cup, you're going to have all kinds of manner of nations there, the whole globe basically in one place, one country. There are different teams and that. So anything can happen, man. It can get really wild out there, man. And then they're saying, regarding different teams and that it says it on the Sun here, RT News. It says England World Cup fans face being whipped by Russia's notorious Cossack horsemen if they cause trouble in Moscow. Now I remember last World Cup 4 years ago, there was different talks in Brazil. I think there was different talks of different harassments and different skirmishes that was going to break out over there, man. But this time it's going to be more corrosive, because the superpowers are involved. You got Russia, which is one of the head superpowers, and America as well. An American team's going to be playing over there, unless they ban them and shit, which is probably not going to do. But you're going to have the America and Russia. They're two big pieces of the chessboard, man. They're in adversity against each other, man. And this is definitely the wrong time to be having some World Cup, in a country where there's so much turmoil going on in regards to Middle East and World War III conflicts, man, brewing up, man. More and more brewing up. That cauldron of war, that pot is starting to overboil, man. So any little situation that could stir it up right, could make it more corrosive, man, which is gonna get. But ultimately, the RFID chip, was the mark of the beast, has to come out first before they declare world war. But these things could add to it, man. Add to the flame, getting more corrosive and fiery, so to speak. So yeah, like there's been threats, in England and all that. It says don't go to the World Cup or else UK media claims Russian hooligans, blah blah blah. So basically the threats are there, man. And also this can incite race wars, man, because as I said, you're gonna have all manner of nations there, at the World Cup. So if anyone has any clashes with different countries, regards to the UK and Russia, that could start off more turmoil. That can bring forth race riot situations, man, and definitely false flags. So be aware, man. The Lord said to watch as well as pray. We're in a time where these last prophecies are going to start coming to pass, man, before our eyes, man. All kinds of tensions is building. There's all kind of storms, thunderstorms. The UK just got hit with like 20,000 bolts of lightning striking all over the place, slapping the earth over here in the UK, man. So more and more earthquakes and turmoil and uproars of the people's happening, man. Wars and rumors of wars. Race riot season. Summer's gonna be hot, man. Like the apostles always say, it's gonna be a hot summer, man. So brothers need to take warning. But this was a quick impromptu. I ain't really got nothing planned. I'm just gonna read two scriptures and then close out, man. But we're in that time, man, when there's season of war, man. That's the times we're in. This is Micah 5:7. It says, and a remnant of Jacob, talk about you tribes, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, whether you hear or forebear, you represent Jacob, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, man. Shall be in the midst of many people, talking about the other nations, the Goyim. It says, and as a dew from the Lord, It says, as the shout, because this is the Lord's movie at the end of the day. And people need to understand that the Most High rule from the kingdom of men. And he's going to reinstall that by way of fear, man. He's going to make these people fear him again, man. Because these people don't fear the Lord right now. That's why they're so proud, especially these Edomites, these devils, man. But the Lord's the king of terrors, man. He's going to reinstall fear in his earth once again, you know. It says, and as the showers upon the grass, that tarrieth not for man, nor waiteth for the sons of men, you know. It says, and the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles, talking about the heathen, in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest. So the Lord's going to reinstall that bold, you know, warrior type spirit in Jake, and, you know, and he's going to put them to work, man. Even the 2/3, he's going to put them to work in these last days in regards to these race riots. They're going to be fighting against Esau and these other nations, and a lot of them are going to get killed. But then the Lord's going to raise up his men as well, and they're going to go to work, man. You know, they're going to start taking out these devils, man, one by one. As the scriptures say in Isaiah the 13th chapter, Esau's going to be as the chased roe, and all the nations are going to try and return unto their own people, man. So it's definitely like a big civil unrest, war type scenario, man. You know, anarchy in the streets, man, bloodshed. You know, like the movie The Purge shows you, and all them kind of different, you know, different movies, post-apocalyptic movies. It says, many people as a lion amongst the beasts of the forest. It says, as a young lion among the flocks of the sheep. So who the sheep? The other nations, man, especially Esau. You know, he's top of the food chain right now. He's going to be the first that Jake's going to go after, man, and tear up. You know, it says, who if they go through, both treadeth down and teareth in pieces, and none can deliver. So this is what's going to take place in these last days, man. There ain't no love and peace, ain't no harmony, everyone coming together, banding as one. It's going to be nothing but bloodshed, anarchy in the streets, famine, pestilences, and all kinds of you know, biological warfare, and just pure hell, man, on the earth. Cannibalism. You know, this ain't the time of peace and love, man. Peace is going to come after World War III. You know, because the scripture says in Isaiah the 2nd chapter that we're not going to learn, nations are not going to learn war no more. So ain't going to be no need for no nuclear missiles in the kingdom of heaven, man. That's going to be a thing of the past. There ain't going to be no other world war after World War III. That's going to be the last and, you know, great war on this earth. That's why it's going to be so devastating and tragic, man. It says, verse 9, thine hands shall be lifted up upon thine adversaries, and all thine enemies shall be cut off. So Esau, they're going to get fucked up in these race riots, man. These other nations, you Gooks, Arabs, you know, all you Hamites, all you fuckers that have made money and been living off Jake, you know, in the ghettos and all that. You're gonna, especially when they're doing all this gentrification and they're pushing all these Edomites, these so-called devils, these white people, not so-called devils, the so-called white men, into these ghetto areas through gentrification and all that, trying to popularize areas and all that. You're in the right place at the wrong time, mate, because you know, you're in the wrong place at the right time, because when all hell breaks loose, Jake ain't gotta go too far to find your asses, man. They're gonna know exactly where you are, because your ass is in the ghetto. They ain't gonna have to keep running to the burbs, because your ass is in the you know, the suburbs, because your ass is in the burbs, man. They're gonna be able to find your ass in that day, you know. And it's gonna be as I said, it's gonna be catastrophic, man. A lot of bloodshed. So I'm going to read one more scripture and then close out. It's Isaiah 19 verse 2. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Let's talk about these Edomites fighting against these other Edomites, man. You know, civil unrest. Like the apostle said, this is what this verse is talking about, man. You know, it's total decline of, you know, of the society, economic collapse, race riots, you know, martial law. It's going to be gory out here. And, you know, these devils, they ain't going to hold back. They're waiting, and they've been planning for this moment for the longest. So there's going to be a lot of heads rolling, man, literally, you know, dead bodies. It says, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom, man. So these things are going to take part and come to pass. Why? Because the Heavenly Father said so, man, you know, and there's no other way out, man. The shit has to go down violently for us to get up out of here, man. It's the only way, man. So, you know, this is the times we're in, man. So, you know, get out of that lollygagging spirit if you're in it, and pray for the Most High to strengthen your minds, man, in these last days, because, you know, the ride's about to get bumpier, man. You know, this is never going to be a smooth ride anyway, but it's definitely going to get bumpier at the time of Jacob's trouble. So we need to gird up our loins and stay spiritual, man, you know. But anyway, I'm going to close out. Give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, Rock a thumb to the elect, to us say Shalom.